I can relate to is that having Xavier in the hospital, since he died, it's kind of like that all over again, just with the world and everything around. It's really upsetting because a lot of people are dying from it, and it makes me think that it's just like Xavier dying. Someone in the world is dying from a virus that doesn't have a cure yet. It makes me think, well, brain cancer doesn't have a cure and it's killing a lot of people, which makes me feel really sad. Hello everybody and welcome to the Feelings Lab. Our last guest we'll be having for now is Anne-Marie. She is a grief counselor.
Background in what I do.
Thank you. First question is, how could the COVID-19 situation cause grief in kids or adults?
Well, it can cause grief in a lot of ways. Grief is not just an emotion, feelings that we experience when somebody dies. It's also when we have losses. For example, for children right now, children, because they're not in school, they are experiencing the loss of their friends, the loss of school, the loss of their freedom, the loss of routine. And as we know, this COVID-19 is creating a lot of trauma and grief, not only in our community, in our world. We are mourning, we are mourning the deaths of individuals from COVID, but we're also mourning a change of our lifestyle and a change in our beliefs.
What does grief look like in a child?
Oh, good question. Grief in a child looks different in every child. Many times, obviously, children will feel sad. They will withdraw from their friends. They will maybe isolate. But many times, too, grief in children can be anger. They're angry. They're angry that the world, as they know it, is no longer what they know. Children, when they grieve, I call it puddle jumping. And I'm taking this term from Andrea Warnick, who is a specialist and somebody who I very much admire and respect in children's grief. So children who are grieving jump into, I call it puddles. So imagine you are walking down the road and then you see this big puddle and you jump in this puddle with feelings of sadness, anger, sorrow, maybe even joy too. And then you're immersed in these big feelings, and then you jump out of the puddle and then you no longer have those big feelings.
The third question is, how is it affecting kids who are already grieving?
As you know, Mackenzie, VO in Oxford, we have Kids Circle, which is a bereavement support group for children between the ages of 5 and 12. We have been following up almost weekly with all of our participants, both former and current. And what I see this COVID-19 has really once again disrupted their world and is causing them to perhaps re-grieve, or a lot of the common fears that they associated with the death of their loved one is coming to the surface, are coming to the surface. For example, many children are worried, can I catch COVID-19? If my parents catch it, who's going to care for me? So I think what it has, it's really brought their grief and their big feelings to the surface.
What can kids do to help with those big feelings?
I think one of the most important things to do is talk about your feelings. Talk to your parents, talk to your caregiver, talk to your brothers, talk to your friends. find a way to help this grief be outletted. It could be as simple as painting, doing a silly dance, stretching, practice some breathing exercises, taking a warm bath, and really trying to get these feelings out expressively, even if it's as simple as writing a letter to yourself, coloring, creating an art thing. Also, going outside, keeping in mind we are physically distancing. I think that's very important, just to get outside with your family, go for a walk, kick a ball around, and also just always remember that no matter what age you are, there's going to be an adult there to help you and to support you. And also, don't be afraid to acknowledge that you're feeling very angry today, and articulate that feeling. Get those feelings out.
Thank you for talking to me today.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure. You take good care.
All I can say is things seem bad. Eventually, things will get better. Just face it. No matter if it's going to take a day, a week, even a year, it will get better.